Are you wondering if Greenville is a great place to retire? If so, this video is for you. Greenville has recently been ranked as the #1 city in the state of South Carolina to retire in, and for good reason. In this video, we're going to go over the top reasons that have placed Greenville on the top of that list and why you should consider retiring in Greenville. And if you stick around till the end, I will give you a bonus about retiring in South Carolina that you probably have never heard about before. And if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Natalie Reznik and I am a local realtor who specializes in relocations here in the upstate South Carolina area. I help people just like you make their move to Greenville. So if you're looking for a home this year or next year, it's never too early to give me a call, text, or email with any questions so we can help you make your smooth move to Greenville. So what makes Greenville such a great place to retire? Well, let's get into the key factors right now. Greenville and the upstate South Carolina area has been in the spotlight as one of the best areas to move to in the last few years. Although it is not a traditional retirement location such as Charleston, South Carolina, or coast of Florida, Greenville has been gaining a lot of popularity and it is becoming one of the top areas in 2025 for baby boomers who are looking to relocate for retirement. In fact, a 2024 study by USA Today Homefront Analysis ranked 26 cities in South Carolina across quality of life metrics such as activities, affordability, unemployment rates, walkability, and quality of schools. The findings revealed that 5 inland cities in South Carolina ranked among the top 5, Greenville taking the first place, Malden, South Carolina, which is in Greenville County, taking 4th, and Spartanburg, number 5. Meanwhile, the more coastal cities of Goose Creek, Hannah, North Charleston, Mount Pleasant, and Hilton Head Island fell to the bottom 5 spots. A key factor why you should consider Greenville as a place to relocate and retire in is that it has a very strong economy. In fact, Greenville's economy has sustained growth despite the pandemic and has even outperformed the rest of the country in terms of its lower unemployment rate in the past decade. By the end of 2020, South Carolina's jobless rate has returned to under 5%, while it took until September 2021 for the rest of the country to catch up. Greenville has a robust economy due to its diverse range of industries such as manufacturing, healthcare, technology, tourism, and coupled with a focus on attracting talent, fostering entrepreneurship, and investing in infrastructure development, it makes it an attractive location for businesses and residents alike. This results in a thriving job market, as you've seen in the last few years, and a great quality of life at a reasonable cost. The state is also ideally situated next to 2 major hubs, Charlotte, North Carolina, as well as Atlanta, Georgia, and this makes it easy for companies to import goods and channel them through the Northeast. In fact, Greenville has been becoming such a great place that Greenville hotels reported demand up 19% in 2024 compared to pre-pandemic levels, bringing in a revenue of almost $357 million last year in 2024. That's the highest record ever recorded. While the US economy has demands for hotels has not fully recovered to pre-2020 and 19 levels, Greenville accomplished this in 2022. As you can see, it's a popular tourist destination. There's a lot going for it, and the tourism is contributing to a super strong economy. No matter what season of life you're in, cost of living is always a big component of life. And the good thing that Greenville has going for it is that it has a lower cost of living than the national average. And so when it comes to retiring in the South, moving to Greenville, South Carolina is much more affordable than bigger cities like Atlanta, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, Charlotte, even further south, cities like Miami in Florida. The total cost of living in Greenville, South Carolina is 10% lower than the national average. The first and biggest contributor to the lower cost of living in Greenville, South Carolina is its affordable housing. In fact, with reasonably priced houses and retirement communities, Greenville, South Carolina has housing costs that are 27% lower than the national average, which is a big thing because you have to pay those monthly if you have a mortgage. And the median price of a home was only $358,000 in December of 2024, while the median home sales price in the United States was over $420,000 in the last quarter of 2024. When it comes to real estate, the Palmetto State also has the 5th lowest average effective property tax rate in the nation at 0.52%, which is well below the national average of 0.99%. Median property taxes paid were just under $1,200 in 2023. You can also take advantage of the South Carolina homestead exemption, which exempts the first $50,000 of a legal resident's taxable fair market value from property taxes. And to qualify in Greenville County, you must meet the following criteria, which is be a legal resident of South Carolina for at least 1 calendar year, be at least 65 years old or totally and permanently disabled or legally blind, hold the complete fee simple title to your primary legal residence, or have a life estate or trust that holds the title. And you must also file an application with the county's auditor's office. With the recent natural disasters in states like California and Florida, homeowners insurance is a huge topic right now. But no worry for you if you're considering retiring in South Carolina, because compared to those states, homeowners insurance average cost in South Carolina is about $800 to $1,200 per year. That is pennies compared to what residents and homeowners are paying in the other states right now. Another perk of retiring in South Carolina is that there are also tax breaks for seniors in the state of South Carolina that make retirement in general more cost effective. South Carolina is a zero Social Security tax state, so that means that your Social Security benefits will not be taxed here. Additionally, railroad retirement benefits as well as retired military pay are not taxed here in South Carolina. South Carolina residents who are over the age of 65 can also take advantage of the $15,000 income tax deduction. This tax deduction is applicable to all forms of retirement income, including the 401k plans, IRAs, as well as any pensions. If you lived anywhere that has cold, snowy winters, you know how that can impact your life and that it might be a cause of some seasonal depression. Well, no worries here, because South Carolina is a humid subtropical climate that is a great choice for seniors who are looking to retire and have more of a four-season lifestyle. This mild, pleasant climate in the upstate South Carolina area allows for seniors and anyone really to have a more active lifestyle year-round and enjoy activities outdoor that you might not otherwise be able to if you live in a climate that gets too cold or too hot. And this has a overall positive impact on seniors' physical health as well as their overall well-being. So that's something to consider that Greenville has going for it. And this humid subtropical climate in Greenville, South Carolina makes it great for gardening. So if that is one of your passions, this is a great area to move to so you can enjoy gardening to the fullest in your senior years. And some of you might be thinking that, hey, it gets pretty hot and humid here in Greenville. Well, that kind of depends on your tolerance levels, because it is not as humid as it does get in South Florida. And if it gets a little too hot for you, there are plenty of lakes all around the upstate Greenville area for you to take a break from the hot heat and actually enjoy the outdoors. And if it gets too cold for you here in Greenville, you can take a trip down to Florida, which is actually not too far away. Speaking of the weather and the outdoors is another key reason why Greenville, South Carolina has been placed as the top area in South Carolina to move to for seniors. Nestled up against the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Greenville, South Carolina is the perfect place for seniors who love the mountains, the many local lakes, and yet still have easy access to the beach. There's also plenty of renowned golf courses and parks across the area, and we have plenty of YMCAs and other gyms that you can join and have an active lifestyle here in Greenville. Some of my own favorite things about living in Greenville are their local lakes. I have gone boating on Lake Hartwell, which is a great lake for boating. It's a lake community that offers amazing homes that are a little pricier. And then I have also gone paddle boarding on Lake Jacuzzi, which has been the favorite memory of last year. In 2024, I went there with my sister and we were on the lake paddle boarding for 5 hours straight. Let me tell you, we got a little tired, a little hungry, but that was probably the best day of last summer, and I plan to go back out there. So if you love the outdoors and lakes, Greenville is incredible. There's plenty of lakes. We have Lake Heavey, Lake Jacuzzi, Lake Hartwell, and then there's smaller lakes that are. And if you always wanted to be near a beach, well, the good thing is that Greenville is just 3 hours away from Charleston, which is one of the best known beaches here in South Carolina. And although you might not want to live directly on the beach, this would give you a great opportunity to take many trips there, because 3 hours is really not that much. You can leave at 7 a.m. and be there at 10 and have a whole day in Charleston on the beach. Make it a weekend, make it a whole week, and then come back to Greenville. Another local favorite is the Paris Mountain State Park, which is only 15 minutes outside of Greenville. It's perfect if you don't want to take a longer trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains or to Charleston. And it offers hiking, it offers swimming, fishing, everything that you can think of. Perfect for families and for seniors and any adults that want to be outdoors. The best part is that you can gain unlimited entry to all of these South Carolina state parks for just $99, but lucky for you as seniors, you can get it for half off. This pass is valid for a whole calendar year and you can use it in multiple cars. It's not assigned to one license plate. And if that is not enough, you can also get a lifelong hunting and fishing permit as a senior who is 64 years or older for just $9. So I don't know what else you could want. I think those are pretty convincing reasons for you to move to South Carolina if you're thinking about retiring here. As someone who has made her own 2 relocations across the US in the last few years, I lived on the West Coast as well as the Midwest for a couple of years. Let me tell you, South Carolina, especially the upstate Greenville area of South Carolina, is definitely special. Greenville, South Carolina has a very vibrant downtown, and it has recently been voted as the #3 best downtown in the whole America. And this is according to livability.com. Greenville's downtown, it's often praised for its charm, for its walkability, which I can attest to that, and the many attractions, including the Falls Park on the Reedy River, and a variety of restaurants that are just steps away. There's actually over 100 restaurants just in the downtown Greenville area. And we cannot forget about the amazing Saturday morning farmers market that takes place on the tree-lined main street of downtown Greenville. I have had an opportunity to experience it myself a few times with my kiddos, and it's such a great way to make memories with them and teach them of more of the farm to fork kind of experience, and to support our local businesses and farms, as well as, you know, for the community to come together and just contribute to the vibrant lifestyle of Greenville and what makes it us one of the best downtowns in the whole US. So if you're making a visit to Greenville, I suggest that you stop in downtown and have the experience for yourself. It is interconnected with the Swamp Rabbit Trail, which is amazing because you can have lunch, grab some coffee, and then go on the Swamp Rabbit Bike Trail, and it just makes it very livable and walkable and enjoyable. I feel like it's a place where people can socialize, the community can come together. If you're a senior who enjoys a great culinary experience, I think you will be impressed with the culinary scene here in Greenville. The town has recently gained nationwide recognition with its more than 1,000 dining options that are just in the county and Greenville. More than 100 of those are in downtown Greenville area. And recently the Food and Wine has even named Greenville as one of the next great food cities. So I think that if you enjoy great food, great restaurants, being out and about, Greenville is the place for you. And if that is not impressive enough, Greenville also has an extremely vibrant art scene that attracts visitors from all over the world. The city has a community with multiple museums, art galleries, and the Peace Center for Performing Art, and then there's also the Greenville Symphony Orchestra, as well as multiple museums, art galleries, and lots of other attractions and events throughout the year. Greenville County has some of the best healthcare services and facilities in the state, if not in the Southeast. Two major hospitals, which are the Prisma Health and the Bon Secours San Francisco Healthcare System, offer high medical care with services such as level 1 trauma center and cancer centers. In addition to those hospitals, our area is also home to the Shriners Children's Hospital, which has an amazing NICU, as well as a number of other healthcare groups. The Bon Secours St. Francis Health System is a private not-for-profit health system that boasts some of the highest patient satisfaction ratings in the nation. It features 5 major facilities in the Greenville area. We have the St. Francis Downtown, St. Francis East Side, St. Francis Millennium, and the St. Francis Outpatient Center and Upstate Surgery Center. There's also the Prisma Health, which is a public not-for-profit academic health system, widely recognized as the state's most comprehensive healthcare provider and one of the Southeast leading medical facilities. Prisma is comprised of a level 1 trauma center. It has 5 acute care hospitals, a psychiatric hospital, a rehabilitation hospital, a regional medical center, a community wellness center, and numerous specialty facilities. If by chance you might need a medical specialist who is not available here in Greenville, we are only 2.5 hours away from Atlanta, Georgia, and 1.5 hours away from Charlotte, North Carolina, where there are plenty of providers and lots of specialists that can help you with your health care and get you the services that you need. And you don't have to deal with the hustle and bustle of living in those 2 major hubs that are not only more costly to live in, but also much busier. So that's a great thing that Greenville has going for it as well, and a big factor why you should consider living in Greenville, South Carolina. Possibly my favorite aspects about Greenville, South Carolina, and maybe its biggest selling point, is that Greenville, South Carolina is not a major hub that is full of hustle and bustle, that's overpriced. that might be stressful, you know, and it's also not in the middle of nowhere. It's not a very small community at the other extreme where there's nothing going on, you know. Greenville is really a community which has a little bit of everything for everyone. It has the vibrant downtown, it has suburban living, it also has lakefront properties, and there's golf communities, there's retirement communities. There's really a little bit for everyone, and many of my clients who are relocating to the Greenville, South Carolina area for their retirement are loving the fact that they can buy a home in a new construction community that's affordable and that also offers maintenance-free living, because it has amenities that include lawn care, and then it also offers, you know, things like a pool, a park, a walkway, community events, and that they can do all this within their budgets, and they can also be within a quick driving distance to downtown, to all of these other attractions such as the bike trail, the mountains, you know, and also the beach. And then there's also clients who prefer to have a little bit more privacy and they want to live, you know, near a bigger city without sacrificing that city life and the benefits of having a city nearby. But they want a home on some acreage, and they're able to attain that and buy a rural property in places like Fountain Inn, you know, Malden, and other areas around Greenville, and have the kind of life that they've always dreamed of in their retirement years. So whether you're looking for a golf property, a retirement home, a regular new construction, or anything else, Greenville is a great place for you to do that here in your retirement years. So give me a call. I would be happy to help you as well. And for those of you who have made it this far in this video, the bonus of retiring in Greenville, South Carolina, or the upstate area of South Carolina is that any resident who is 60 years old or older can attend any state-funded college for free. So if you are a lifelong learner like me and you might want to take up a new skill in your senior years, in your retirement, you can go to college for free here. And I don't know about you, but I think I would probably take advantage of that perk here in South Carolina. So if you're considering retiring in Greenville and might have other questions or are ready to make your move to Greenville, I would love to hear from you, whether you're moving here in 9 days or 90 days. It's never too early to get connected. I would love to be the realtor who helps you with your relocation to Greenville. That is exactly why I make these videos. And with that, be sure to also subscribe to this channel, because I'll have more videos coming out about the type of retirement communities that are in Greenville and the specifics about them, such as the costs, the HOA, their amenities, where they're located, and all of that. So I would love to be your go-to source for all of your relocation needs here in Greenville. So make sure to subscribe below and to give me a call or text if you're ready to get started, or if you have any questions even before that. So with that, I will see you in the next video. Be sure to check those out as well.